Ooh, a different angle. I like it. Hello? Anybody there? Hello, hello. Come on, peoples, come back.
Let's turn it a whole new.
That's fine. Oh, we've got one mic in there. Farmstead, how about now? Yay! Can you see us? Can you see us? Can you hear us?
What's this one? Is this a different one?
Okay, but yeah, it's different.
Looks cool though.
It does look cool. It makes us look light, but it doesn't look different here.
I was looking to see if the new angle helped give me hair, but
the new angle didn't give him hair, guys.
No, disappointing.
You can see me. You can see us. Yay! I'm sad because we had a lot going on like in that other chat. So stupid Streamlabs. Okay. StreamYard didn't want to like pick up my audio last time, so I had to kind of like dump that. So maybe I'll have to do like a test. Maybe Adrian, I might have you help me with that. Maybe one night, if you wouldn't mind, I can make it like a thing between you and I. You should try Streamer and stuff. I know, I'm trying. It hated me last time. But I think it will be different. It just didn't, it wasn't picking up my audio, so I'm sure it was probably somewhere in my settings that it was being a poop head. Well, how do you say it, Adrian? Pooty? A pooty head? I like that word for poop a lot better, pooty. What I understand, Streamlabs has been having, yeah, I'm kind of weird. I like watching people play video games on Twitch, and a lot of them use Streamlabs, and the ones that do use Streamlabs, like, it's really super-duper unreliable, which sucks. Because then I get mad because I'm like, I want to see you play this game. So, yeah, so Tasha, tell me about your goat. What is her name?
She says, as long as she can nurse her babies when she has them.
Okay, he's pulled up the chat for me because he's my tech guy. I'm pretty useless.
Although I don't do much with the stream, so.
Well, you're here for you. He does do a lot for the stream, guys. Like, I couldn't do it.
Classic OC. Do you guys ever deep fry your turkey? We've had deep fried turkey, but we haven't tried it yet.
I'm always afraid I'm gonna blow up if I do it that way, because I always see like the craziness in the world where you see the news.
And usually we don't cook the turkey.
Yeah.
Like where we go, they have a turkey, but
we're freeloaders.
Yeah,
we make,
exactly.
I make mean stuffed mushrooms though, so usually that's my gift to the Thanksgiving.
So Farmstead Smith said yes, Jacob Sheep.
Jacob Sheep, yes, and they have like crazy horns too.
Hold on, this is good. Off kilter. Jacob Sheep are so metal looking. Kinders are a great dual purpose goat. Yeah,
we thought about Kinders. Yeah, we thought about Kinders to begin with. So just thaw and dry the turkey and no problem. You know, I might have to do that because I've got a turkey right now. My turkeys are trying to kill each other. So I have 2 toms and a hen.
I tried to rip the snoot off.
Yeah, like his snoot just looked. The snoods are very vulgar looking anyways most of the time. So it was like, it was so gross. I felt so bad because I'm like, there ain't no way you're impressing anybody with that snood, dude. He was not the dude.
Still try to extend it, and then it would get all weird looking chinks. So
it was obscene. It was really obscene. That's all I can say. It was obscene.
Smith has a friend out there that does Jacob Sheep.
Oh, really? They are metal because of like those horns, man. That's crazy. And they always have Jacob Sheep like at the Cincinnati Zoo in this area. There's always Jacob Sheep in their petting zoo, and I'm wondering if are they like a more docile breed of sheep? Maybe. I'm not a sheep person personally. I don't want sheep. I don't like sheep, but.
Rustic Traditions Homestead said, hey, y'all. Hopefully
I hope Rustic finds her way back.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put in? There's nobody left in there. I was going to say, like, hey, we should have put in there that we were moving over here. That's okay. Mushrooms, dude. Yes, we do hunt rural mushrooms. Mm-hmm. I took him for his first time this year. Yeah. We've been together for almost 15 years now.
And that was my first time.
15. I was 15, 16, 17.
And for some reason, I have good eyes, but I can't find them. So.
Yeah, he was like walking right by them. I'm like, look down.
Yeah, and when I hunt mushrooms, apparently I trip over every stick too. I can't do both that. I have to watch her and go there and look at mushrooms. So yeah, I wiped out like 2 or 3 times.
He is here to look pretty, Adrian. I think he's very pretty.
No.
Yes, we do have morel mushrooms. My daughter went. She loved it. And every time we go into the woods, she always finds a turtle. Always. Like, without fail, she will always find a turtle. Does that mean anything? I'm real weird, like, about the dreams and stuff. Like, when you have dreams and things reoccur in them, I'm like, that had to mean something. So then I want to go Google, because Google will tell you everything you want to know. Sometimes. But she always finds turtles. It's like the neatest thing. Her name is Honey, and her sister is Maple. Kids name them. She is my bossy goat, and sometimes I worry she's not the motherly type, but we will find out. Sometimes, I know most of my herd queens have been like phenomenal mothers. So Dilly, the only boar goat that's left, was my herd queen for my boars. She was a phenomenal mother. The boar queen before her was a phenomenal mother, and all of my Nigerians have pretty much all my Nigerians have been really, really good moms. I've just had a couple that took a while to figure it out for their first time freshening, but that is nothing like to worry about. That's totally normal. They picked right up where they should have. Baby doll sheep, they look like stuffed animals, and I'm kind of crazy about them. Those are probably the only sheep where I would really be like, yeah. But if Joe, because we do 4-H, if Josie ever wanted to do sheep, I would not stand in her way. I would definitely let her show sheep, even if I dislike them wholeheartedly. Jacobs are very docile. They are making you comfortable before they try to steal your soul.
I like that.
Very metal of them.
Tenderloins and morals.
Morals are the two things I miss most about Indiana. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we do have some.
And what did we find last time? We also found a snakehead.
Yeah, snakehead mushrooms, which I don't know, like the technical term. My mom always called them snakehead mushrooms and morals, and those are the only ones like I know by sight.
And her mom's Southern, so she always has like nicknames, cool nicknames for stuff.
Yeah, my side of the family is really interesting. Like, I still will never get over her saying who were we talking about? It was someone she really didn't like, and she said, I wouldn't spit in his butthole if his guts were on fire.
Pretty harsh.
That was like one of the first times he met her too.
Yeah.
He was like,
a lot of hate.
Yeah, he was like, okay. Suburban homesteader, Wyoming. Hey, hi, sorry, I am moving back and forth from the Lala farm. Well, I appreciate that you're here. I really do, and congratulations. You just reached 40,000 subscribers, correct? And you had a giveaway the other night, if I remember correctly. I try to make my way over to lots of live streams, but then sometimes sleep calls, and I have to in the homestead and work. I don't want to be an adult anymore. I want to be a kid.
CJM Farms. Hi, Al. What's going on today?
Hey, CJM Farms. How are you? Not much is going on today. We're just out here hanging with you fine people. Yep. So, yeah, so what's new on our farm? What's new on our farm?
I'm actually clearing up brush still for possible pigs. Yep.
I want coonies.
So we finally had enough rain to get rid of the fire ban, so we can actually burn brush, because we got like a huge pile of brush.
Yeah. But now it won't start because it rained for like 10 days straight.
So now I can yell bonfire and throw a match in it.
Burn the hole!
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be able to now if Chad were up here, my brother-in-law, his brother-in-law as well, like, we'd have that fire started in no time. Mm-hmm. Chad would just throw like gasoline on it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then we got breeding season upcoming, so we're sort of getting those plans laid out.
The baby making will be happening on Mulberry Branch Farm for our goats next week. And I have to clarify for the goats. Because
it's funny, because we'll go out and we'll put the chickens up at night after it's dark, and like one of the does will be all by itself down by the buck pen.
They're out there being all lusty looking over in the other pen. Thirsty. They won't go to like their barn is over here and the buck pen barn is over here. And they don't share a fence line anymore, but there is like a 10-foot gap between them, but they will like stay down there all night and just talk sweet nothings to one another through the fence. It's both adorable and disgusting because the bucks are they're smelly messes right now. Mm-hmm. Smelly messes. So I saw Suburban Homesteader. Why do you like sheep so much? Make me a believer. Everybody told me like you like sheep, but I worked with them like as a volunteer with my vet, and they were not my favorites. But I also said I would never consider pigs, and here I am like I want coonies really, really bad. Really. Hey, Two Family Homestead, how are you? Good to see you in here. I always pull a lot from your guys' lives, so I feel very honored that you're here. Thank you. I've learned a lot through lots of stuff that you guys have gone. I'm probably going to make the switch to Filmora. So I've been trying to binge on your guys' lives where you went over those. So I thank you because I'm hoping that will make me more prepared when I make the jump. Yeah, you can't say you're going to go make kids either. True. Yeah. Adrian, you were in that. Was that? That was your live where I was saying we're going to be doing the baby makings, but it was the goats.
Wow.
And you were glad that I made sure to specify it was the goats.
Tasha said up there, I love my coons. They're a great breed. That's the one we're like. That's the one we're leaning towards.
And they come in so many cool colors and stuff.
Love hearing you like them. Yeah.
Oh, Adrian, thanks. That was crazy. So what Adrian is referring to, I had a short that I posted yesterday. And if you guys have not dipped your toes into the shorts water, sounds kind of weird when I say it like that, go over to Adrian's channel. She made a great video about shorts and everything you need to know about them. But I posted this one yesterday, and this morning it got picked up. So I went to bed and it had like 30 to 40 views, and it skyrocketed to 8,000 in like 2 to 3 hours. It was crazy.
Yeah, I knew it was booming because then I was getting texts.
Yeah, I was getting texts. Oh my god!
What this amount?
Who the goat is famous? 8,000 people wanted to watch him.
A good reason to be.
Make weird faces. And like I had to edit it out, but I'll tell you guys. So like in that short, like he looks up and he's Fleming, which Fleming is like when they're smelling something weird and they lift up their front lip like this. He had just got done like peeing all over his face and in his mouth. I had to edit it out because I was like, that is super gross and nobody's gonna want to see that. But then it ended up being really cute because he flamed. And I love when they flame.
Right at the camera.
Yes, right at the camera. He was fantastic. I love to eat them. Suburban Homestead, I love you. I love to eat them. Oh.
I love to paint them, and they are so cute.
You love to, oh yeah, so you're an artist then. That's good. I like that.
I actually thought for a second she meant like paint the.
Well, dyeing dogs is like a really big thing right now where you see people dyeing their dogs like rainbow colors, which someone sent me a white goat that had dyed hair on the back, like a rainbow color, and they put a unicorn horn on it, and they said, you should do this, and I'm super tempted.
All I could think is like if she painted them all different colors, then they would look like a twister board running across the field. All the different dots. That'd be cool.
I like that.
Be a perfect short.
Yes. There you go. See, he just gave me an idea for a short Suburban Homesteader. You should get sheep for the meat. Okay. I've never had sheep for meat. Like I did maybe lamb chops. I may have had lamb chops, but not known it.
I had sheep brain once. It was for 4-H, and they did. This was back when Fear Factor was big, so they had like a Fear Factor 4-H thing, and they actually had sheep brain on there, and I tried that. So
yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah,
that's not. You're not making me a believer.
They had cow tongue. They had some other things that were more common, but that's one I had. We've had goat before.
Tasha, did you like that? Because like I was really worried that me singing "Does Your Snood Hang Low" was.
Now
weird.
The one snood can't hang low.
Yeah, well, it was, but it was obscene. It looked even more obscene and phallic than it usually did. It was pretty terrible. It was awful. Yes. So when and I'm saying yes to you, Adrian, like you love when the donkeys phlegm. We actually had his sister and brother-in-law and their kids over, and it was right after we got Ren, and Ren peed, and then Lola came over and phlegmed and peed on Ren's pee, and then Ren came back and phlegmed. And it was like a phlegm party because then the goats were phlegming. And like his sister loved it. She's like, oh my God, look, which it was hilarious. Like,
yeah, I didn't, because I had a donkey growing up. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. So
yeah.
It was cool to see.
Well, you just had Eeyore. He was just like one Jack. He must never have really smelled something interesting in front of you. Oh, Margie, hi. Howdy, folks. Sorry late. I had to grab some Black Friday deals for Christmas. Girl, me too.
I heard that. That's all they're already starting with that stuff.
But can you blame them? I mean, they have not had good sales at all. Yeah,
So hopefully you got some good deals.
Yeah.
Let us
tell us what were some of your
what deals are out
yeah.
there so we know what to get.
Yeah, unless it's a gift for us, in which case you don't have to tell us. I'm just joking, by the way. Fun. I am painting a dog with different colors next week. Oh, that's cool. Really cool. I like that.
So do you just paint like for yourself, or do you paint like portraits for other
for like
people?
Commission pieces for other people? Hey, Sweet Pea Farm, nice to see you in here. I liked your you did a Cooney short the other day, right? I watched it and I liked it. But I creep on people. I lurk. I give you watch time, but I rarely will comment. I leave likes, but like you can't tell that I liked it. But yeah, I enjoyed watching that. It was cute. I want Kuni Kuni, so I probably will shove that in his face later and be like, look, they're so cute. Let's do this. You were dying. I'm glad that you found it funny because like the whole time I'm seeing it, I'm like, this is so stupid.
Yeah, she was shocked at it. Like,
yeah, it's at like 600, but like for me, that's big potatoes. For other people, that's small potatoes, but that's okay. What's the coolest deal for Black Friday any of you have seen? That is a really good question, Adrienne. I don't know. I haven't really been looking. Like I really should be doing more Black Friday shopping and doing deals.
Paying off vacation stuff still because we're on a vacation, but yeah, if there's any, we did buy some stuff with the Amazon deals too. Like when that popped up Prime Days.
Yes, I got an Osmo Action and like a couple of different things to go with it, which
we tried that out on the trip.
Yeah, our video with the fall in the mountains was shot with the Osmo. I saw a quality difference, so I'm happy with it. And I would recommend it like as a beginner, like transition camera. It's kind of like a GoPro, but like with the front facing screen, so it was.
She had the ferret hook to it, which I call it the ferret because it's that microphone. It's all fuzzy.
Oh yeah,
it looks
the
like
dead
an
cat,
animal.
the dead cat.
And on the at one point, I'm like, try doing it at the sunroof. So she was holding it up. I'm pretty sure somebody thought a squirrel jumped down on top of our car and was just riding through the mountains.
They probably did, but yeah. I really haven't been looking for any deals, Adrienne. I should be because I usually don't procrastinate, but there's just something about 2020 that has just made me not the normal person I am. I usually have my Christmas shopping done, but I haven't even started.
In my hobby, I can't find anything, so it's a mess right now. Yeah. But if you can find the deals now, then you don't have to get Berlin Black Friday.
She did a how to paint today? What the heck? I need to go watch that. Did it? Suburban Homesteader. Oh, that is so cool. I like that. I like watching other people paint. I find it very relaxing. Are you like Bob Ross? I need to know this because that's even better.
We're both fans of Bob Ross.
Yeah, we like Bob Ross. Everybody likes Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Yes, you're coaching me on my failed shorts. Yeah, but you're learning, and we all start somewhere. Yeah. Absolutely great. Got an indoor smokeless grill for $49, an air fryer for $49, and a 42-inch TV for $8.
Air fryer.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, so.
Jeez, awesome. Margie, so you're going to be having like the best food chilling in front of the TV. I love it.
It sounds like you're ready for Thanksgiving with all that. You'll have a TV for everybody, and then you'll get and a 42-inch TV for $88. That's a good deal.
I know. Holy cannoli is right, Adrienne. I mean, hey, Emma. Nice to see you. I was just talking about your premiere earlier today because I loved it. It was beautifully shot. It was very moving. I appreciated that being my first premiere. But I loved it. I love it. Walmart Black Friday sale is on what?
Man.
Really? We're going to go to Walmart tomorrow.
But why don't they just change the name? Like, if it's called Black Friday sale, why don't they just change it to, like, early November?
Because then people won't probably, the recognition isn't there with, like, the intensity of the sale, I would assume. I'm not so techie, so I'm grateful. Oh, yeah. Adrienne is really, really helpful. Like, she's very, very helpful. Let's see what else we got here. I haven't either because we are getting me an iMac. They never go on real. Yeah.
No, they're always in demand.
They're kind of.
Unfortunately, good stuff like that. They never go on sale.
Oh, she didn't talk about happy trees. Next time. A few paintings in his style. He's just magnificent, and it's not just because of his flowing fro that he had going on. Like he just was.
Makes me jealous.
Yeah. It's all right.
But I love how he always talks about like everything's happy in his paintings. It just makes your soul feel good.
It really does. He's very relaxing. It will all be delivered November 11th. It's like you're like rolling in style, though, Margie. Like you don't even have to go get it. It's like coming to you. I love that. So we said, who does? Yeah, nobody. Everybody loves Bob Ross. Okay, so weird story about Bob Ross. It's not really
you act
weird.
Like you know him personally. I met him one time. And
so Joe had like this birthday party that she was going to, and it was one of those where the parent was like, "You can either stay or you can leave. I'm cool either way." All the other girls were like, "Bye, Mom and Dad." Joe's like, "Mom, I want you to stay." I did not know these people, so like I was trying to help them with all their festivities, but then like the girl's dad was telling me like how he loves Bob Ross, and then he started marching out all of these paintings he'd done. and like telling me how Bob Ross had inspired him to do this, and that with insomnia, like that's what he would watch. It's not really weird, but I felt like it was weird because I'm like, I don't need to know this about you. And like he really wanted me to critique his paintings. And I'm not like an artist per se. Like I do scrimshaw and stuff like that, but yeah, he wanted like real critiques, and I'm like, I'm no Bob. I mean, I wanted to critique like Bob Ross. I'd be like, it's perfect. He's but happy trees over here, and well, this bush is just a happy little mistake. It's just it was weird. I was really uncomfortable, but I'm uncomfortable in most social situations, so it was not good. I have the Instant Pot Vortex air fryer. It has a rotisserie.
Oh, cool.
What?
Man, the deluxe there.
That is so cool. Got it online. Black November. There you go.
Yep,
Black
there
November.
we go. I agree with that.
I like that. I like that a whole lot. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's a nice place.
My kiddo is in a Bob Ross painting club, and she loves it. That's really cool, though. And I feel like a lot of kids kind of lose. I worry that like my iPad with like all the things you can do artistically on there with like styluses and different apps would take that over. So I really like seeing kids get out with like a paintbrush or like a pencil. So like when we do 4-H, Joe's always like an oil painting or pencil drawing or some type of art. And I feel like it's really good too to get like their perspective on what they're seeing and how it translates onto paper.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was an art teacher, so I get real weird about art. Like I like art a lot, and it gets really emotional.
She's got some natural skill, which obviously came from.
I think we're souping it up. Dan's fancying that for me. Oh, go Dan! Tell Dan he needs to be in more of your episodes.
Oh, Rich Life. Hello.
Hey, Rich Life. Hey there, Tim. How are you doing? Good to see you in here. I'm really glad that your deer tested negative for CWD. That's becoming an issue here in Indiana. Mm-hmm. Like we can't take our deer across state lines for butchering because we are right on the line. We have to like debone and
our areas, they've tested now well and haven't found it's bad, but it is more northern.
But it will still probably come this way. If it's just north of us, it's only a matter of time. Mm-hmm. Especially like right now with rut, bucks are going everywhere. So that's nice to see you, Tim. Are you going to be harvesting more? Are you still out hunting? Or I know you filled a doe tag, so I assume you probably have a buck tag. Okay, let me see here. Just trying to get in here. Hey, catch up with everybody because I've been really bad about it. My kid's artistic, but I can't do a straight line. Oh, Tasha. It's all right. My mom is very artistic, and my dad struggles with stick figures.
Yeah.
But I love him.
Same here.
I love him, even if it's just stick figures.
Sonny's place. I just got a new MacBook Pro from work, running like a boss. You definitely are.
A boss. That is so cool.
Yeah, we're hoping someday to move up to one of those. Yeah. But instead, I got her a new little GoPro knockoff.
That's okay. I wanted it. It's okay. Don't knock it because Sonny got an Osmo Action too. So Emma, do you like your Osmo Action? Did you shoot your Dia de los Muertos video with your Osmo Action?
Ridge Life, I am pooped. Just got done processing a whole deer for the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal.
That's something I really feel like we need to learn to do. We right now we support like our local butchers and everything like that, or people that specifically open up for deer season. But I really want to start processing by ourselves. I mean,
so Ridge Life, what do you do with a lot of the meat? Do you grind it? I know some people are about like grinding a lot of it, mm-hmm. and we actually make our jerky from ground meat, but. Just wondering if you actually slice a lot of it or.
Yeah. And how did you age? Because if I remember reading your post correctly, you wet aged it for 2 weeks while you're waiting on test results. And is that normal for the test results to take that long? I know I'm throwing like lots of questions at you, but like we're interested. I like to deer hunt a lot, and we're interested in that. So yeah, want to know. Yes, Sweet Pea, I am a big proponent for 4-H. I think I won't say I didn't get to do 4-H. If I had wanted to pursue it as much as I pursued traveling sports, my mother and father absolutely would have made sure 4-H was at the forefront. But it's kind of hard when you're traveling all summer for like softball. I did do FFA.
Mm-hmm. I did 4-H all year.
He did 4-H.
Like all my
10
years or so.
I was an art major, so I'm happy to buy them all the art things. Oh, Emma, that's cool. So awesome. Now, Emma, your profession is in design, correct? I feel like it is. I feel like I read that on one of the forums, but I could be wrong. My mind is not as much of like a steel trap as I would like it to be nowadays. Not that I'm going crazy or anything.
COVID.
She must have lots of art. She this year for 4-H, I'm going to make her do pottery. I didn't want to use the word I'm going to make her, but I would strongly suggest that she does pottery. She likes to work with her hands. I feel like that might be a different way for her to express through art instead of just like with a pencil or with a paintbrush. It's totally different. So I'm hoping that she will like that and go for that. Okay. We can take $2 unless it tests CWD positive. That we get a replacement to get 3 doses every day. What?
Wow, every day of season.
Wow. Now you're in Tennessee, Tim, right? That is amazing. And here I was thinking like, man, we got it made because we can take up to 10 deer in a season, like as landowners and everything with all the different licenses in Indiana. But wow.
Oh, we just got Walmart Black Friday.
Yeah, we just got a Walmart Black Friday
ad.
Us. Yeah. Alexa, are you spying on us? Amazon takes privacy seriously. Okay.
Sunny's place. Emma, I haven't tried the Osmo Action yet. Ashley was happy with it. It did really well.
I was, and I had to go get a micro SD card too. Like, and the recommendation was like in the hundreds of gigabytes. I only had like a 26 gigabyte micro SD, so I just went to Walmart and bought one. It was like 264 gigabyte, I think. And it was only like $30, so I was happy to just throw another $30 out the window. Mostly steaks and roasts, but I do have some for burger and stews.
Sounds good.
And you took a dose, so that's going to be really good eating. Not that bucks can't be good eating, but like around this time in Indiana, with them being almost in rut, like they'll be pretty gamey. Which is fine. If you know how to cook venison, you can get around that gamey taste real easy.
Yes, weigh agent on ice in a cooler with the drain open. Keep putting ice on it. Oh, that's cool. There you go.
That's very, very cool. You know, Adrian, like I knew about 4-H because my friends were in 4-H, but I didn't get like the whole gist of it. And I signed up for 4-H 1 year, and we had a very, very bad experience at a horse workshop. And my mother was like, no, we're done. And when my mom made up her mind, like, no, I'm not going to subject you or myself to this, like that was really how it was done. So. Sweet. Oh no, what am I doing? I didn't grow up in 4-H. I played basketball, but now I'm a 4-H leader and love the old baseball. If she says b-ball, it's probably basketball. Unless she was one of those awesome girls that played baseball instead of softball. That's pretty awesome too. And the oldest is president of 4-H. Oh, that's or FFA. That's awesome. I loved FFA. I went to like all the livestock judging stuff and entomology because bugs are awesome. Yes, Ashley, I'm a web and UX designer for a mortgage. Oh, steel trap.
That's cool. That's a cool job.
We didn't have 4-H at my school, but my kids have it at theirs. They did FFA last school year. I really liked FFA, and honestly, most of my customers are from like for goats or FFA or 4-H. But we're hoping to break into some of that. I know he doesn't like to hear that because like it means like a lot more. I'll be a lot more stressed with what I choose to breed and what traits I'm seeking with my Nigerian dwarfs, especially since like in the dairy world, they're almost the laughing stock of the dairy world, and I don't like that. We
have tons of deer. Apparently, if you can get that many does, I'd say you guys are overrun down there.
Yeah, we're only allowed 1 buck period. 1 buck period, which kind of stinks. But at the same time, I also feel like the 1 buck the 1 buck tag issued to everybody kind of helps you. Either it's brown and it's going down and you're filling the freezer, or you're really looking for a mature deer when it comes to a buck. But I even like my does. I like to be mature. I really hate taking young does. They taste so much better though. They really do. Oh, thanks, Suburban Homesteader. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. That's fantastic.
Do you can your venison? We talked about that last time. That's something we haven't tried yet.
I'm a canning weenie. Yeah. I get really scared of canning because I don't want to get my family botulism, and I really need to get a pressure canner. So like I do a lot of the water bath, but like for meat, I've been told like pressure canning absolutely has to be done to prevent the botulism. We don't want the botulism in my family. I don't know what accent that was, but you guys are welcome.
Halloween's hanging around still.
You're putting away
animals. We know that feeling.
Yes.
Trying to put them away in the right
I had a
spots.
chicken die today, guys. I got home and I saw a big
Yeah.
white puff of feathers in the cornfield next door and was like, Spaz, no. Spaz, the chicken is no more, which was sad. 4-H wasn't a thing where I grew up in SoCal, but when we moved here 6 years ago, my girls did it for a couple of years. Did they like it, and what did they do? I liked it because honestly, from region to region, it's different. The things that they can do is different. Like I want Joe to do something with llamas and camelids, but that's non-existent in our county. Beekeeping was on there this year, so she got signed up for beekeeping. I'm not sure what that will entail and how she will handle it. Yes, basketball.
You're right.
I liked basketball. I was not proficient or good. I was really good at defense because I had a booty and I could back it into people, but and free throws, but under pressure, making shots, forget it. I just sucked. Softball and volleyball were definitely my deal. I played baseball for a couple years, then transitioned to softball. Isn't it fun? A little late to the party, but hi, Audra. How are you? Good to see you. I'm sorry we didn't get to come see you down in Tennessee. If I didn't know you were that close, I would have made plans to come see you because I miss you.
Yeah, because we didn't have really anything to plan.
No,
we
were
sort of freelancing this time.
No, but you asked about the murderous toucans. There were no murderous toucans at Parrot Mountain, but my nephew got bit really hard in the shoulder. I think it was trying to grab his shirt to climb up, but like
he wanted nothing to do with him.
He was done after that. He was done. And then I had one grab my industrial bar piercing here, like death grip, and like grabbed its head and was like, hey, if you rip that out of my ear, bird, we're not going to be on speaking terms. Top one there.
If you put a slice of bacon with the venison when you can it gives it great flavor.
There you go. I will have to write that down because honestly, if we get another deer, which I'm not going to say if, when we get more deer this year, we're probably going to can some because I worry about our current world. I'm not going to get into that, but I love it. So you loved playing softball, Farmstead. What position were you? I was a pitcher, and my sister was a catcher, and that was awful because we fought like cats and dogs during like varsity games. I would pitch, and she'd be like, "That was you." I'm like, "Hey, you didn't collapse on the ball. You called a drop. I pitched a drop. You should have collapsed." But that was just me. We played fast pitch. I don't know. Like when I started playing fast pitch was like the first year that they had it in our county. But that was crazy. A bunch of girls playing a slow pitch all the way up until high school, and then it changing to fast pitch. But I loved it. I adapted pretty quickly. My girls didn't do anything with animals. They did shooting sports, archery, and photography.
That's cool.
That is good. My daughter liked the shooting sports, but then when she was like doing the project, she's like, "This is it." So she didn't do shooting sports last year.
Shooting sports in the backyard now.
This is going to be her first year deer hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. I don't know.
Yep.
She seems pretty excited too, but like I came home from deer hunting the other day and she's like, "Where were you?" Sitting up in a tree in 25-mile-per-hour winds, freezing my rear end off. She's like, "You have a hard life." Like that will be you. Now, albeit like I will never put her in a tree at 25 miles per hour wind. That was reckless on my part. But yeah, she gets to hunt with us this year, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, let's see here. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Good to see you guys, and I miss you too. The toucan tried to poke my eye out.
Oh man! 2
out of 3 of my girls got pooped on, and I got bit pretty hard. I'm not ready to laugh at you, Audra, but like that sounds horrific.
The funny thing is, you paid for all that too. That sounds rough.
Oh.
Poor girls getting pooped on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I got spit on, and then Ashley's like,
it was awful. I was filming him, and he's like, "Ew, this one just spit on me," and I'm like, birds for the most part don't throw up very easily. So like I went back and replayed. I'm like, "Yeah, you got pooped on."
It was clear though, so it threw me off.
Well, they were the lorikeets, and they feed the nectar, so that kind of made sense why it was just a little bit clear. But yeah, he got pooped on. I got pooped on like simultaneously by 4 birds in the lorikeet feeding thing, which was. I'm used to poop and blood and everything else being on a farm, so I was like, okay, one more thing is pooped on me. That's great. I played anything. I stopped at freshman year in high school because they were, we got into a couple of fights.
Yeah, you quit playing.
I quit playing after junior year because, like, it was just unfair.
Got shafted a bit.
I got shafted. Like one of the pitchers got busted drinking alcohol on the bus, so she was suspended for the year. And I had a great season pitching varsity, and the next year, like she came back and they benched me, and my record was better. Just saying. Not that I'm carrying hard feelings like 10 years later, but
hey,
yeah.
David Outdoors.
But I played co-ed with an adult team at 18, and I loved it. It is fun playing co-ed, but boy, playing when we played co-ed like a couple years ago, like just for a couple games, man, them boys can launch that ball. I'm telling you what, we had a couple girls that were in the infield where I'm like, if you don't have a fast glove, you need to get in the outfield, and you better have some wheels. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Hey, David Outdoors, how are you?
Yeah, deer season starts here November 21st.
Oh, where are you at, David Outdoors?
He says from the Syracuse area, New York.
Oh, cool. Very, very cool. That's neat.
So is that bow season then?
Yeah.
Or is it just gun?
Or have you guys had bow season and you're waiting for firearm
Just asking because Indiana starts really early with bow season. She's already been out.
Bow season starts October 1st here, and then firearm season starts next weekend and then goes for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So Emma says, awesome. I was a shortstop, was lucky enough to play in college. Those were shortstops are tough. Shortstops can really make or break a game. Yeah. I'm telling you what, if you don't have a very, very smart and quick shortstop, I have a lot of respect for shortstops and third base lines, for sure. Oh my gosh. You laughed at them. Were you laughing when you got bit, Audra? I'm telling you.
I bet they laughed.
Yeah, they laughed. And I had a ball cap on, and like the little buttons at the top, one of them was on top and was biting that ball on the ball cap, and it was like in a point by the time it was done. It had just like wrenched it up. Mm-hmm. I had to correct it. It was my favorite ball cap. I was
amazing how strong their beaks are. They start prying.
Yeah. But like the macaws were super gentle. They like use their little tongues to like pick up. Because I was like, if you guys bite me, like you could take my finger off if you wanted to.
Well, David Outdoor says gun. Bow is now. Okay, so that's pretty similar to what
that's pretty similar to what I. So if you don't mind me asking, what is your favorite caliber to go hunting with? I took 2 last year with like a 30-06, and I've used a 12-gauge shotgun. I prefer the 30-06. It just seemed like a lot more efficient, and I don't know. I try not to think that I flinch with a shotgun, but whenever you know what a slug feels like hitting your shoulder in a shotgun, try not to flinch, but I think I do. My daughter will be taking, is it a Grendel?
6.5 Grendel. Yep.
6.5 Grendel.
Yep,
I think.
I'll try that.
What are you taking? Are you taking a Grendel as well?
No, you're taking another Grendel if you decide to. I'm taking a 458 SOCOM. Trying out the AR. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure maybe your guys' calibers they're allowed to use legally in New York are probably different from Indiana.
Indiana recently allowed the bottleneck cases. So. 20.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We're excited for gun season, but it is like psychotic. Even though I hunt on my parents' like 13 acres that are fully wooded, I literally can look behind me and see someone who is hunting on property next door. And he is not nice about it. Like he will shoot uphill at deer. They're like near my stand, and he doesn't have the right to recover. So luckily he's a terrible shot, and I didn't have to tell him you don't have the right to recover.
David Outdoors, 20 gauge is nice on the shoulder.
Yes, it is.
12 gauge hurts too much.
It does.
Yeah, because Indiana before until recently you had to use shotguns basically, and because they did the flat case or straight wall cartridge for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we tried 12 gauges for a little bit. They were rough. If
you don't have like a gun that's sighted in that's a 12 gauge, like you have to do that in a series of days because my shoulder won't take it. Yeah. Like after about shot number 10, I'm like, screw this, I'm done.
Nice place. Yeah, Kodak can get dicey. Like third, short and third in adult league. Man, you're playing a hot corner there on third. I remember at one point my brother was dating a girl and they did the co-ed thing and she got hit pretty hard in the face. She
insisted on being girl was not a softball player, by the way. Like she was trying to show, and girl about lost some teeth.
Yeah.
Now the kids nowadays, I don't know, Emma, if you like any of your girls play softball, but we have to wear face masks now. So when I was coaching last year in the county that we are coaching in, they're not allowed on the field without a face mask. Period. I think after they get to a certain age, they're allowed to choose. But for Joe, she was in 10U. She'll be moving up to 12U this year. they have to wear a face mask. Like, I've had to sit girls where I'm like, you didn't bring a face mask, and I don't have an extra, or I forgot to bring extras today. You sit. So.
Farm Smith has it now. Probably already
Hi,
gone,
Adrian.
but see you.
It's good to have you in here. Tell Dan we said hi. Oh, goodness, I went the wrong way on this thing.
Yeah, we're going back over the history there.
Good night, Adrian. I don't know when deer season starts here, but they are rowdy right now. You can see the bucks chase. Yeah, then they're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be careful driving around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in early stage. If they're chasing, but fighting makes me think like you're getting ready to go into some like real action where like the big boys are on their feet all day long. Bye, sweet pea. Nice to have you. There's rifle in certain areas. I'm in a shotgun area. Okay.
That makes sense.
Is that due to the population of the area where you're hunting?
The denser populations that do it that way. It seems to be.
Also, I didn't laugh at the toucan. That guy was an evil bird. My youngest had a clip in her hair, and one of the birds took it out and flew away with it. The keeper had to. Oh,
jeez!
It wanted a souvenir.
You guys, I got your money's worth there. All that going on.
Wow. Oh, Sonny, Emma, I feel that there are a lot of things that like I love to do, and I was extremely competitive as like a child in sports, and mine is not competitive, and it drives me nuts sometimes. But you have to just realize they're their own people.
Doesn't help. She's really small frame for size.
Yeah, she is tiny.
Too. You know how to grow into.
Yeah, I wasn't.
The man I am now.
The manly man that I am.
Yeah.
I think it's lame to require girls to wear face masks to play ball, but not girl preach. Because all I could think is, I'm like, that made me a better player, not having this security. And even if the ball's hit enough or hit hard enough and hits you in the face mask, not only is it the ball, but now you've got metal or plastic that is shattering back onto your face. So I'm with you. I pitched fast pitch, and if my glove wasn't fast enough, I just got hit. And it made me a better player for it. I'm with you. I'm like, nah, they don't need to be.
It's funny now. Sometimes you see them toss and they won't really react to it. And it just hits them in the
face. It hits them, and I'm like, no wonder you guys can't catch this ball. You've got too many security blankets going on out here. Rut big time here. I'm hoping this weekend that's what's going to go on here.
Yeah. Nice meeting you.
It's good to meet you too, David Outdoors.
Glad you joined.
Thanks for
good luck on
joining
your
in.
season as well.
Good luck. I hope you bag a bruiser. Hey, baseball will do more. You are absolutely right, because surface area of those softballs, that really does slow them down.
And then boys also use metal bats, so it really comes off of some of them.
Yeah. I don't know. It's neither here nor there, but there are a lot of things now, like with kids' sports, where I'm like, no. I'm one of those parents where I'm like, not everybody's a winner. Like Joe, we had soccer tournaments last weekend. Joe got a medal. They were last in their league, and Joe was like, why did we get a medal? We were last. I'm like, I have raised you right. You're right. Like, participation trophies are not like my thing, but that's just me, and to each their own. I understand other people feel differently, and I respect that. I really, really do. But I think we've been on here for about an hour and a half, guys, and I still have to put my chickens away and check on some bucklings that I had to separate from mommy because they're figuring it out. They know what they are and what they can do. So I had to separate them. So I think we're going to head out for tonight, guys. Thanks for being with us. We enjoyed each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit your thumbs up on the way out. I enjoyed each and every one of you being here. And hopefully we're going to make Wednesday nights like our normal gig at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not every Wednesday, but it could get there at some point. Mark's like, oh, my God, woman. But, yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Good night.